James St. Patrick stands alone in his bedroom. Morning light filters through tall windows. He wears a brand new black suit. He smooths the fabric over his shoulders. He adjusts the collar of his white shirt. He straightens a long tie. His reflection in the mirror shows a calm face, but his eyes carry a hidden weight. This man is more than a businessman. Behind that polished exterior lives Ghost, a powerful figure in the city's drug world. Next, Ghost picks up an expensive wristwatch and fastens it around his wrist. He glances down to make sure it sits just right. He bends to inspect shiny black shoes, brushing away the smallest speck of dust. He takes a slow breath, centering himself for the night ahead. Then he steps out of the room, walks down a quiet hallway, and exits his home. He slips into a waiting black SUV. The door closes with a quiet click. He sits back and stares straight ahead. The engine purrs, and the car moves off through busy city streets under glowing streetlights. Soon, Ghost arrives at Truth, his eagerly awaited nightclub. A long line of people stretches along the sidewalk, waiting to enter. Neon lights flash above the entrance. Music thumps inside, sending vibrations through the air. The doorman gives Ghost a respectful nod as he approaches. The heavy doors swing open, revealing a world of celebration. Elegant women in stylish dresses drift through the space. Sharp-dressed men hold drinks in crystal glasses. Everything sparkles under colorful lights. This club represents Ghost's dream of a clean, legal business. It is his bold step away from the shadows of his past. Inside, Ghost finds his wife, Tasha, near the bar. She looks stunning in a flowing red dress. Glass in hand, she smiles warmly as she moves toward him. Ghost places a steady hand on her arm and assures her that the evening is unfolding exactly as he planned. Tasha's eyes light up at the sight of their success. She thinks of the wealth and status this club will bring. Yet Ghost's gaze drifts beyond the room. His mind flickers back to darker days, where every decision came with danger and risk. Upstairs, the party pulses with life. Guests laugh, dance, and toast to new beginnings. But beneath the festive mood, a darker current runs. Ghost's phone buzzes in his pocket. He glances at the screen and reads a terse message. One of his street dealers was killed during a late-night drop. The dealer was found in a side alley, shot more than once. In that instant, Ghost's calm exterior cracks. He knows that one killing can set off a chain reaction that threatens everything he has built. He scans the crowd and spots Tommy Egan, his oldest friend and partner in every venture. Tommy leans against a wall, sipping a drink and watching the dancers. He wears a worn leather jacket and dark jeans. His energy buzzes like electricity. When he sees Ghost's face, that energy shifts. Ghost shows him the message and points toward the basement stairs. Tommy nods sharply, his jaw tightening. His eyes flash with anger and determination. There can be no delay. They must deal with this threat immediately. They slip away from the music and laughter, moving down a dim staircase to the basement. The air grows cooler and heavier with each step. A single bare bulb casts long shadows across concrete walls. In the center of the room, a metal chair holds a man bound at the wrists. His shirt is stained red, and his breathing comes in ragged gasps. He looks up briefly, then ducks his head, terrified. A young woman stands a few feet away, trembling. She watches with wide eyes, clutching her hands to her chest. Ghost steps forward and asks why the dealer lost the drugs. The man stammers explanations that tumble over each other. He claims he was set up on the street and that he did not betray the organization. Tommy laughs harshly at the attempt. Then he throws the first punch, landing with a thud against the man's cheek. The bound figure slumps forward and slides back into the chair. Tommy's fist rises again, driving more blows into ribs and jaw. The man moans in pain, blood seeping from his mouth. He cries out that he did not sell to anyone else and that someone forced him into a trap. His girlfriend steps closer, begging the men to stop. She pleads for mercy, her voice shaking. But Tommy snarls that this is not her concern and pushes her back without hesitation. She stumbles against the wall, tears streaming down her face. In a moment of cold clarity, Ghost raises his hand and produces a small handgun. The basement falls silent except for the man's ragged breathing. Ghost aims at the bound figure's head. Then a single shot echoes off the walls. The man slumps sideways, dead almost instantly. The woman screams and covers her ears, unable to comprehend what she has witnessed. Ghost turns his attention to her. With a calm and measured tone, he tells her that she must forget everything she has seen and never speak of it to anyone. He emphasizes that her survival depends on silence. Terrified, the woman nods and flees up the stairs, her sobs fading into the distance. Ghost pauses in the dim light. He wipes a bead of sweat from his brow and takes a steadying breath. In that moment, he reflects on his choices. He chose this life for power and respect. He still craves the safety of his club, but he refuses to tolerate failure or betrayal. Every loss in his world demands a brutal response. This killing serves as a warning that Ghost will protect his empire by any means necessary. Back upstairs, the mood returns to celebration. The club's music crescendos, and laughter echoes off glossy walls. Ghost re-enters the crowd, slipping back into his polished role. He shakes hands, shares wry smiles, and orders more drinks for his guests. No one suspects the violence that just occurred beneath their feet. They see only the successful entrepreneur who fills his establishment with luxury and excitement. As Ghost moves closer, the two halves of his existence threaten to collide. He wonders if he can maintain his carefully constructed lie. He feels the irresistible pull of his past and the fragile promise of a new future. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wildest stories from film and TV. What movie should we cover next? Let us know.